Fast food isn't just convenient or tasty. It's engineered to keep you coming back for more. Many people blame themselves for overeating fast food, but the truth is far more complex. Fast food is addictive because of its high fat, high sugar, and sodium-rich composition, which acts on the brain's reward system in ways that closely resemble addictive drugs. Each bite triggers dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, creating powerful cravings that can feel almost impossible to resist. At the center of this addiction is the dopamine reward pathway. When you eat hyper-palatable, calorie-dense foods, the brain's pleasure centers, especially the striatum, light up and release dopamine. This chemical surge creates a brief sense of pleasure or reward, training the brain to remember the experience and seek it again. Over time, your brain begins to associate fast food with comfort, satisfaction, and relief, much like it does with substances such as alcohol or nicotine. What makes fast food especially dangerous is its hyper-palatability. These foods combine sugar, fat, and salt in precise ratios that the human brain was never designed to handle. This combination is considered evolutionarily novel, meaning our brains haven't adapted natural stop signals for it. Research has shown that when fat and carbohydrates are combined, they activate the brain's reward system far more powerfully than either one alone. This is why it's so easy to eat an entire meal, or even more, without feeling satisfied. Over time, repeated dopamine spikes lead to desensitization and tolerance. The brain tries to protect itself from overstimulation by reducing the number of dopamine receptors. As a result, the same amount of fast food no longer produces the same pleasure. This pushes people to eat larger portions or seek fast food more frequently just to feel normal. This cycle mirrors what happens in drug addiction and is a key reason why moderation becomes increasingly difficult. Another major factor is rapid absorption and lack of satiety. Ultra-processed foods are designed to break down quickly in the body, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar followed by sharp crashes. These crashes trigger hunger and cravings shortly after eating. Because fast food is typically low in fiber and protein, it fails to activate the body's natural fullness signals, leaving you hungry even after consuming a high number of calories. Over time, these repeated patterns can actually lead to brain modification. Studies suggest that addiction to processed foods can create behaviors similar to substance addiction. Intense cravings, loss of control, and continued consumption despite knowing the negative health effects. This explains why many people feel stuck in a cycle of wanting to quit fast food, but repeatedly falling back into old habits. Finally, beyond the chemistry, fast food taps into our most primal survival instincts. Humans are biologically wired to seek calorie-dense foods, and fast food delivers exactly that: cheap, accessible, and everywhere. When hyper-palatable design meets constant availability, it becomes incredibly easy to form habitual overeating patterns. Understanding that fast food addiction is driven by brain science, not weakness, is the first step toward regaining control. Once you see how these foods manipulate your biology, you can start making choices that work with your brain instead of against it.